We are living in some scary times right now. And I'm not even talking about Corona. I'm talking about your live demonstrations, your presentations, your pitches are now all being done on camera, which could be terrifying. Everybody out there, I want to give you 3 solid ways that you can sharpen your delivery for your presentation, your pitch, your live demo, all of these things that have to now be done from the comfort of your own home, which could be terrifying. I was a news reporter and anchor for 5 years, and then I moved on to do on-camera hosting and presenting for global companies all over the world. I also have a master's degree in communications. So, your girl knows her stuff. The first one I want to give you guys is notes on screen. Don't be judging my chicken scratch, by the way, okay? I don't judge you when you make those horrible videos. Don't judge the way I write. Thank you. When you have your Zoom or your web call or whatever app or website your company uses to communicate, you can have your notes also on the screen. What I like to do is have the website or like the web browser that I'm using like over here in the corner, because I don't really need to see anyone. I really don't need to see who's talking. I can hear you, y'all can see me. I don't need to see myself. I know I look good, oh. So what I like to do is have my notes take up as much of the screen as possible. And I like to have my notes in a really big font. Just keep the general information on the screen in front of you where you can kind of play it off and just nobody needs to know that you're actually reading from the screen. Another on-camera delivery trick that I learned actually years back in my first full-time job in Jackson, Mississippi, believe it or not, was I learned to slow down and drop it down. Because you are talking to camera, because people have a million things that they could easily be distracted with, is make sure people are still with you. And the best way to do that is to speak at a pace that is just a little bit slower than an average speaking tone, so that people can stay with you, they stay connected. If they fall behind a few words, it's not too hard for them to catch up. But if I'm talking at a really fast pace like this, and then we move on to the next point, you might miss the point. You need to slow down when you're on camera. Especially, some people, English may not be their first language, or maybe they're from Mississippi. Just saying. Okay, but to drop it down, I'm not talking about dropping it down like that. I'm talking about dropping your voice an octave. Whether you're a man or a woman, it's actually very powerful to drop your voice an octave and to get some bass in there, because it gives you credibility. My third and final tip is actually a huge secret that no presenter and no actor will ever tell you, but I'm about to give y'all the lowdown. Yes, a lot of times I'm using a prompter, and there's 2 different kinds of prompter, okay? There's a teleprompter, which you may have heard of, and there is an ear prompter. A teleprompter is when you see what you're saying, and it scrolls, and you set the pace, and it keeps going. Your Zoom call or in your video, whatever communication tool, you can have that as half the screen. The other half can be your teleprompter delivery. You just insert your script in there, make sure you make it real big so they don't see your eyes going back and forth. Or you can do it on a ear prompter. What an ear prompter is, it's a little recorder. Keep in mind, this is like a huge trade secret, okay? I'm not supposed to be telling you this. So it's a little recorder that you can put like an earphone on, which I put like my really expensive headphones in. You stick it down there, you hide the cord, whatever. And once you've recorded what you want to say into that ear prompter, when you're ready to give your speech, you hit play, and you are listening to your speech, your presentation, your delivery, whatever, and you're talking with it. You're maybe 3 or 4 words behind it because you're listening and you're talking. Now, men, this may be really hard for you because y'all have a hard time listening. This can be a very effective tool for you if you have a big presentation or a really big pitch and delivering on camera is just not your thing and you're a little bit nervous about it and you want to have a little extra oomph in there. Using a prompter, honestly, is so clutch. And if you have any questions or concerns about the prompter or any of these things, feel free to shoot me an inbox. I will shoot you an invoice and we can get it popping. Just kidding, don't inbox me right below, okay? So everyone can see your question. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully these tips help you sharpen your delivery. Good luck, stay healthy, stay happy, and please